I call the committee of the whole to order. Thursday, May 15th at 6 p.m. in the chambers. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, will do the roll call.
Alderman Clark, or Alderman Carr,
Here.
Alderman Roll, Alderman Johnson, Alderman Montoya, Alderman Rita,
Here.
Alderman Fairwell,
Here.
Alderman McGee.
Here.
We're here, Your Honor.
All right, the forum for committee. Is there any public comments? Any public comments?
Okay. Good evening.
Hey,
My name is Arnold Sandridge. I am representing, I think many of you may know Ricky Dukes. Some of you may know him. He's a pastor. He's come to this meeting a couple times. We're doing a lot of work on 127th and Wood. And I'm here today. Many of you should have this in front of you, a flyer. We have worked on and are opening a Christian STEM-based school K through 8. And we have an open house coming this Saturday on the 18th. And I am here to tell you that you are 100% invited. We wanted to come and let you know. I know, we're on one side of 27th and Wood, and then, there's two sides. But it's a private school. We're here to serve everyone. And so we wanted to make sure that you knew about it. We would love for the mayor and all of you to come, and chiefs and all to stop by. It will be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we just thought it was a perfect time to open a school that we will have a very challenging academic curriculum for children. And we wanted you to come see what we're doing over there.
located in the old convent.
Yes. So it's been totally redone on the inside. So I think you'll like what you see. Okay.
All right.
Any questions?
Any questions, Nelson?
All right. Thank you so much for your audience.
Any other public comments? Any other public comments? Now moving on the agenda, the bid opening and sale of city-owned property.
First for 2845. The 141st place in Blue Island. It's from Tyler Variety and Loving Home. For a $3,000 bid to build a personal home to become a resident. The next is from Tyler Variety and Loving Home for 3127 141st place. This is in the amount of $10,000 for affordable townhomes or a single family home. Next bid is for 2843 141st place from Dale D. Jones. The bid is for $6,000. He doesn't state what the use would be. Next is for 2845 141st place from Brent and Mokina. Their bid is $12,000 and they'd like to build 3 homes this year. The next bid is from Rembrandt Builders in Mokina for 3127 141st place. That bid is for $11,000. They intend to build family homes. And then the final bid is for 1859 Burr Oak Avenue from Christ Zacharias. His bid is $2,000 and he doesn't state what he would use the property for. That's it.
I would have legal review everything, bring it back to a future meeting. All vacant properties separate.
Is that the rolling? Yeah.
We got no use of the proposed uses for all that. Make it very clear in order. All right, under B. An ordinance authorizing the exception of execution and delivery of a promissory note in connection with municipal acquisition of vehicle for the city of Wyland. This is for the Public Works new lift truck. It's basically a car note. It's Wintrust Bank. I think it's what, the 4-year note, Mark?
4-year note, 6% interest, equal payments over the 4-year period of 78,000.
Okay.
I'm just curious, if we, paid them up front, did they give us a discount, 6% or greater, or not?
Well, so 6% is actually a pretty good rate. I'm here, the financing through the board, they were coming in at 8%, a little bit higher, 8.25. So, we could, I don't know. I'd have to talk.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I would have to talk to them.
Yeah.
They asked if we wanted to finance the full purchase price. I said yes.
Okay.
Trying to spread things out. This is
Yeah.
a larger, public works equipment is a little bit more expensive than police department equipment, so.
Yeah. I hope they're just curious. I think you could make the inquiry, just find out.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions from Alvin? All right, next we have the ordinance for the city of Wyland, Illinois, granting special use permit to Wyland Auto Parts to operate an auto recycling use in an I-2 General Industry District at 135-45 Sacramento. Now let's go through several pending zoning. Do you have any notes for that?
We put his findings back, it will be the ordinance.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Page 3 starts all the requirements that planning and zoning is attached to this ordinance. So this is currently existing as a it's been a junkyard my entire life. I
Right,
just don't know if it's legal.
it likely wasn't, there was no, junkyard use in the code until this revamp was done on the code, on the zoning code amendment. But it looks like they did go through planning and zoning multiple times, and the BZBA is recommending this, but they put several conditions on it. There are 17 of them that they thought would be necessary for them to operate as an auto recycler in this location.
So basically, I'll run through real quick. It's a later agenda. It's not transferable to any other application, so it had to fifty stays with the owner. Special use authorized and conducted special use only on the property and not transferable to other properties. Number 3, any modification or intensification of special use alters the essential character and intended use of the special use. Shall require only special use. Number 4, that approval or special use authorize the property to be used in the manner proposed. Does not alone authorize the establishment or extension of any use or development construction. There's so applies to all the ordinance of the city of Blue Island, County of Cook, the state of Illinois, and the federal government. And I heard the general welfare, production of excessive production of traffic noise, smoke, fumes, glare, odors. Special use subject to conditions of vehicle access to the property. Not destruction or loss of natural, scenic, or historic features of the major importance. They need additional curb and dike, rubber back foundation or liner shall be installed over the car crushing concrete slab as determined by the city building official and city engineer. That additional triple catch basin shall be installed throughout the property as determined by the city building official and city engineer. That a fence surrounding the property must be completed and maintained. That immovable barriers and signage shall be installed and maintained throughout the property. The entryways to the property shall remain unblocked at all times by any obstruction other than the gates. Deter dumping, no inoperable vehicles should be parked outside the fenced area. Contaminants must be removed by a certified recycler. The applicant must obtain all IEPA, NWRD, and floodplain approvals, and so on and so on. Any questions or comments from the alder? All right, we'll go to the next meeting.
They talk about ingress, egress, and I got just curious, if there's any knowledge of how much traffic is, how much truck traffic?
Well, not, it's on the street from my neighborhood, it's on 135th and,
Sacramento again.
yeah, Sacramento, right past the Francisco Bridge, the area where it's borderline between Robbins. Blue Island.
Yeah, right.
It's a dead end street for all intents and purposes. Yeah. When I was jogging, I remember the chairman of the zoning did reach out to me, picture the neighborhood, if you're ever going through Lord Crestwood, wherever on the left-hand side, there was stacked up junk of cars.
Yeah.
It's the property next to that property. That junkyard is actually Robbins. It's the one next to Heaps.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
And one of the biggest things, we don't want it to look like the one that you do see with a bunch of junk cars sitting outside. So,
Yeah, okay, fine. Good, thank you.
all right, next thing on the agenda is the variance for 2101 120th Street. Fence variance. So this is what the house one. Any questions from the Alderman Farrell?
Yeah, I do, this subject near to my heart, and maybe Aaron can help me out here. I know that, you know, we've established the fence ordinance and that there are points, and I know that a 6-foot white vinyl fence already loses a lot of points in our system. So I'm just curious how this scored and, you know, how the decision was made that we should permit this particular fence.
I'd have to get the details of the hearing from Ryan Morton. I
Okay.
wasn't there, so I don't actually have those for
Can
you,
you
but
send that to me?
I will.
Thank you, okay.
Is there any question? I'm assuming you're the owner. I'll give you a second here. Any other questions from the Alderman? Are you the owner of the house?
Yes,
Want to speak or?
I was just coming up because you guys called. But reason why it's a 6-foot, there's a train station right there. We get a lot of traffic all night long. We've had certain things taken from out our yard.
Yeah.
Lawn, furniture, just in the constant kids' toys, just constant things there. And what it is, and we actually got it on camera. I have video. People driving past, they see something, they back up, they help them.
So my curiosity is more about the nature of the fence itself. Like I said, we've established an ordinance recently that establishes kind of a point system for fences. And vinyl kind of loses points, white loses points, 6-foot loses points. So I understand completely your desire for a fence. I'm just curious about how the process went for the approval of this particular style and size of fence.
It was about privacy, so no one could, it was looking in, it was the matter that people just walk out and look at.
Well, the attorney's gonna send me the information about
Yeah.
it. I'll take a look at it. And I may have some more questions when I see that. I can't ask any questions that I don't have enough balance, but I do appreciate your desire for the fence. I think it's that.
Thank you. Next, we have an ordinance to fill a donor hole during city stickers. We have never had a truck C truck city sticker in our ordinance. So just adding that in. Technicality we left out of the previous ordinances. Mark, was there anything other than that?
No.
What is the qualification?
8,001 pounds to 9,999 or something like that, I believe. So we ran into this situation last year. People had a truck C, but we didn't have a C truck city sticker. So what we were doing is basically charging for a B truck and then letting them do that. So we basically went, a B truck's 55, a C truck's 65, a D truck is 75. So we just picked the middle number.
Train station fence bid, a few months ago, we put our RFP out for replacing about 900 feet, it was actually 1,200 feet, but Metro was doing some work, so we pulled that section off, pretty much backing into a brand new fence. But he's replacing about 900 feet of rusted and then missing fence that has been taken down over the years surrounding the Rock Island train stations along Vermont streets. And 4 bidders put in, ranging from 90,000 to 60,000. Almost all using the identical manufacturer. Actually, that and 2 lower one using the exact same manufacturer. And the city is recommending the lowest bid, 60,000. Any questions from the alderman about that?
What's the style of fence?
Ornamental three-tier black fence.
Okay.
Similar to what IDOT is, that I was told,
Yeah.
it matches what IDOT uses regularly, like along the bridge when they redid the Southampton Bridge. So, that,
Just one related question, if I might, while we're on the subject, the big parking lot, the right, the park, the water reclamation park is basically empty now. What do we have any thoughts about what to do with that parking lot?
I'll put it, together with the Jersey.
Yeah, I saw that, all good, yeah.
There's a lot of crime and police issues with that parking lot at night, a lot of resident complaints. And you're right, nobody really uses it unless we close one of the lots that's out. It's not being heavily used. The only time it's really being used is by special events.
Right.
So there has been a long-term discussion, along with the Fulton Street lot that we've cleaned up to the fire department. These lots aren't used like they were used before.
No,
So,
exactly.
long-term discussion should be held. Even the plots too.
Yeah,
And that's our problem.
I agree, something to think about.
The good part is it's not a bad condition.
No.
And, we just put the gate up as most trip in the concrete area that was there. But, you know, we should have a conversation on it, but no, it's better off closed, it saves them from getting people out of the market, 2 o'clock in the morning, right, far away from it, that's what we do. No long-term plan right now.
Okay, all right, thank you.
In regards to the method that we just went through, is there any objection to us, approving and getting retroactive, your retroactive approval for this? It's something that they want to move on quickly.
Events we just discussed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can see that it's, according to what we intend, that, yes, sure.
I did ask, it had to be power coded, and, it's gotta be a good fence.
We're talking about this.
We're talking about the train station fences.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah, I know, I'm not raising.
I know you said that was the lowest bid, how many bids was that?
3 or 4.
Three. Well, I'm pretty good with that.
It was 6, or almost 10,000 apiece. Under my announcements, I just came back to town. I was out of town. It was a great trip. And I'll give more details at a future time, but I met with several different mayors on a personal, family vacation trip. Personally spent by me, unlike, what people said about when I went to Mexico, the city paid for something, it did not. But it was a good trip, and, Blue Island was put front and center. These little tiny towns, and actually the senator came out for one of the states we were in. It was a big thing getting our name out there, more about sister cities and all that stuff like that. But I wanted to see where a lot of the Italians from Blue Island were from, and where my father was from, which is actually a different area of Italy. But it was a very good experience. Mike Rubino put a great trip together. Barbara in town here. About 30 Blue Islanders attended. Greg Lockout was going to be there every single night, so I took a lot of photos. I'm sure it's posted and stuff pretty similar. It was a great experience, great trip, and I hope to return as long as I ever left the house, actually, 2 weeks, in a row. But in Blue Island, I heard Mayfest was very, very successful. Weather was very good. I got a lot of text messages while I was gone, even though I'm not sure who they came from because my contact list didn't populate when I'm out overseas. I got a lot of texts saying it was a very good event. I'm sure you guys heard similar stuff. And all Western was looking great. So on and all those positive comments. So I was very happy to hear that stuff overseas at 2 o'clock in the morning.
A big thank you to the Art Alliance group and the city of Blue Island. They contribute to make the tradition keep growing. It was really totally awesome. I loved it. The Hometown Hero banners are done and they're going up. They're gonna start going up on Monday. The bottle rocket activity is at the library, May 18th from 1 to 2:30. Flower sale at York and Western is Saturday from 8:30 to 2. TGIF is coming June 11th on Fridays. The Hope Center will be joining us this year with their garden, along with food vendors and craft vendors. Our citywide garage sale is July 26th, 27th, and 28th inside of the City Hall. Last week was Municipal Clerks Week. We're celebrating today and tomorrow. We are having cookies with the clerks. We had the deputy clerk was out there, some police clerks were out there. Between 12 and 3 in front of City Hall. It was great to see a lot of community members come out, even our former alderman, Mrs. Thompson, came out. Tomorrow is Top on Top, 5 a.m. to noon at Dunkin' Donuts at Vermont and 127. Support the Special Olympics by a t-shirt or a tumbler.
Thank you. City Attorney, do we have executive?
No.
All right, City Administration?
Couple things, so you have a, copy of our, most recent housing court report, which will go next week. Same as before, so it's spring, we're starting to get a lot more activity. Grass is growing, weeds are growing, etc. So, but we've also, in addition to our code enforcement officer to the building department, we're getting, the council and the administration are invested in community service officers, which we're getting more coverage, more activity out there, both not only in terms of this, but also in terms of parking tickets as well. So this is the court, one item next month in June, we've been getting enough citations. And the court day itself is getting large enough, a little cumbersome, that we're gonna be moving to, 2 separate court dates. We're going to two court dates a month and starting in the month of June. So same, Robert Millar, our hearing officer, same officer, everything. We're just, people are going to start getting citations going to 1 or 2 dates. We'll make the court a little less crowded, a little bit more efficient. Also in terms of spring being here, last week, we started to get our first really bad weather of the spring year, hail and thunderstorms, which does remind us that last July we had the significant rains that caused a lot of flooding. So I would just say, as aldermen, should we get a day or a weekend where we get smashed from those really bad situations, especially in areas where we have increased flooding, I would just encourage you, when you're talking to your residents, to encourage them to keep really good documentation, get photographs, with keep names and dates specifically of damages. The more information we have early, the better we can communicate with the county, and if necessary, FEMA federal money becomes available. What I learned last year is these processes happen really fast right after things start, and you don't want to get caught trying to play catch up when you're trying to get your residents money for repairs on things like hot water heaters that they need, right? So, so just a note on that, and then obviously, we'll be in communication with the administration when, if and when that happens. City stickers are on their way. We had a little bit of a snafu with, there was a misprint on our forms, had the wrong year, so we got set back a little bit, but they are on their way. We anticipate to have everything ready to go by next week. We'll likely put the mailer out late next week, early the week after, and then June 1st officially they'll be on sale. We're looking to hopefully maybe do May 30th, May 31st, something like that. Get them, we'll advertise that on social media. Maybe do seniors only the first couple of days, something like that. We will be open Saturday, June 1st, and the clerk's office will be open every Saturday in June for ticket sales. And then one last thing. So last week, I had the very nice honor of being able to escort one of our police officers, Michelle Soto Rodriguez, to Washington, D.C. Okay, so before I get started, Officer Soto Rodriguez, as you know, is not only a Blue Island police officer, but a DACA recipient. Right, and because her story got a little bit of attention, both in the city of Blue Island, also down in Springfield, with some legislators support some legislation behind that, it got itself to Washington, D.C., this story. So Senator Durbin's office contacted Chief Farr and myself a couple weeks ago and asked if Officer Rodriguez would be potentially available to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee. So we went through all that process, and Michelle and I went out there on Tuesday afternoon. It was a very intense process. She went through about 5-6 hours of preparation work with Senator Durbin's staff and with the Senate Judiciary Committee staff. It was pretty intense, a lot of chefs in the room, but ultimately she put together a really good 5-minute speech before the committee. She and a panel of witnesses also took questions from senators for about an hour. She did an amazing job. Really proud of her. Represented Blue Island, represented the Blue Island Police Department, represented our Latino community, all exceptionally well. She really killed it.
All right, good job.
So, of course, it's not loading now. You can kind of see it. So there's Senator Durbin, Senator Graham. And there's the star. So, and thankfully, it was cropped enough, you don't have to see my sweaty face on the left-hand side there. Anyway, I won't prolong it. I will say, this is just one of the other witnesses. There was four witnesses, 4 or 5 witnesses in total. What I think was kind of most impressive to me was, by the end of it, thanks, Chief. By the end of it, even the witness, there was one specific witness who was called to refute a lot of, which they were an anti-immigration advocate, right? And they were a think tanker who was very anti-immigrant and came with a lot of stats. And when asked point blank directly whether or not Officer Soto Rodriguez was somebody that should be here or not, they had to concede that, yeah, of course, she should. So even the haters were having to admit that it was a pretty good look. So yeah, I do have the video from I got the video link from the Senate staff. I believe it was posted on Facebook as well, but I'll send it around to everyone so you have direct access to it. I encourage you to at least watch her opening speech. Like I said, she did fantastic. She really represented as well. So I just wanted to bring her here to say a great job. So.
I watched it while you were live and was very impressed. Thank you for representing the city so well. It was well done, and I think you really made a great point to the world about what you are able to do, what the city is able to do, and really appreciate it. And Chief Barr, thank you so much for facilitating all this and making it happen. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So, yeah, it was a great experience. And thank you, Chief and Tom, for supporting me and also the city. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for everything.
Great job.
Thank you.
That's all I have. Mr. Chairman.
Well, thank you. I do have one announcement. I don't think the details for you yet. I'm sure some of you have already heard, former mayor Dean Martin's father passed away. 102 years old. I believe he was in Texas. I haven't gotten confirmation yet of any information that service to that. So his family are first. Alderman announcements, comments, questions. Alderman, read all of them.
So I had 3 questions, but one was answered about city stickers, so they'll be ready, or they'll want to say I'll do them first. And,
So definitely.
and we'll get our things in the mail. Okay. And then the other, question I had was regarding the temporary medical overnight placards, wondering if they were ready and if we had a process that yet.
They are, Mark and I were just working on the counts today. We were just trying to make sure we ran short last year. So we had to do a second order last year. But this was, I'm sorry, we talk about today, they took the one we just created. We're just kind of codified.
Yeah, we didn't have any placards available.
Yeah, we'll have an instruction. We'll have,
Are we just doing
Basically.
the old ones from?
no, we're getting new stuff made. We're getting new stuff printed. Yeah, new color, new years on there, everything. And we'll have, we're just getting our counts ready. Those turn around pretty quickly. Like the stickers are kind of a specific print job. Those placards turn around pretty quickly. We can get those. Yeah, we'll have them ready by June 1 though.
It's not a sticker, right? Something you.
It's placard. Yeah, it's placard. Yes, that would just go on your desk, correct. Yeah. So like I said, the print job is faster on those. So but we will have them ready to go when it's time to start selling those stickers, but where those residents will be getting those.
Okay, and, also I wanted to say, that I was really happy, very excited to see Boots Lucky Stop finally. It's got down. That is a great thing. That has been there since Jesus wore short pants, right? Yeah, since I was a kid. So, that's a great thing to see, and I'm really happy about it for the 3rd ward, and also, of course, all our fabulous alleys getting a lot of positive feedback, and, it's just it's a great thing. I feel like 3rd ward's looking really good, so.
Yeah, I just wanted, I think, Maria, and I may have misunderstood, but about Val's power plants on that Saturday.
Saturday.
The notification I got first.
Well, there are 2 different things. So,
Oh.
so there's 2 things. So we're having a flower sale in North and Western on Saturday in May.
Okay.
Also, Val is doing the,
plans.
Compliance on Western.
And that's it.
Saturday.
Starts at noon in City
Yeah,
Hall.
being at City Hall, you should do a demonstration and how to do it with people that are new.
Right.
And then they're gonna be, up and down Western, filling compliance.
For anybody who hasn't done it, Val makes it really simple. She breaks
Really
the roof
easy.
down.
I could
You
do
just
it.
got, you know, you don't really need any tool. Just bring a glove and a shovel. if you want. That's a nice day. Spend an hour making it look nice. It's nice.
It's nice.
Okay, thanks.
Alderman? That's it for tonight. No motion to adjourn. Alderman Rivas and Alderman Fairwell, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Tonight's regular meeting is.
Right.
But, he's coffee to take care of, raise your hands or something.